Christopher Browell. I don't think he even rings. What's happening? It's ringing.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is March the 6th, 2025, and it's been over 575 days that you've kidnapped my brother and are holding him hostage at a care home, and then instructed the care home not to let me see my brother. How truly fiendish and devilish of you. Today's another lovely sunny day out in Bradford today. It's a very sunny, hot day. Ideally, what's stopping my brother from going out into the community? What's stopping him going out into the public? On a day like this, he should be out in the sunshine. He should be out in the public space, as I would normally be taking him out to a park or the city centre or a shopping centre. He has a car and a wheelchair facility that I've funded. He has a care package plan in place, weekly swimming, daily excursions. But you put him into a place, a dungeon, where you basically locking him up in a dark dungeon, not allowed to leave, not allowed to have any contact with his family, not allowed to have contact with his siblings, namely myself and my sister in Oldham. And you've instructed the care home to not even allow us any contact with our own brother, not even on the telephone. After what happened that instigated this? You came down, and you, the local authority, Bradford Council and West Yorkshire Police, came down to arrest me so you can abduct my brother because it served your agenda and narrative. Because you needed a capacity, you were desperate to get a capacity assessment carried out at all costs, to a point now where so you could retrospectively justify the actions that you've taken. So that was on the 8th of August 2023. What was the change of circumstances there then? All right, why did he do that? What exactly precipitated that action being taken on that particular day? Was it anything to do with the application I had put to the judges that I was being subjected to fraud and corruption? Okay, so that's happened. You put us on a police bail for 9 months up until May, and then when I've gone to see him in July on the 3rd of on the 3rd of June, nothing's happened, has it? Oh, next day you're expecting me to believe that he became agitated as a result of my visit, when you know clearly that's not the case at all. He was more than happy to see me. And don't record us. I recorded the event. Of course I recorded it. I'm not going to deal with you cretinous lying psychopaths and then say, oh no, and not to record it, then you can lie and bullshit your way through life. It doesn't work that way. You understand? Obviously, I've become very, very accustomed to how you operate as a local authority and as social workers and as solicitors and barristers and as judges. All lying, cheating psychopaths. That's what you are. So yeah, I recorded it. And then what was the change of circumstance? Oh, we need to have a assessment carried out or something. And nobody explained to me why I can't see my brother. You've got no legal justification to stop me from seeing my brother, can you? No, nothing here. You were expecting me to go down to see my brother and for an altercation or to justify your actions. That never happened. I sent emails on a daily basis without response, without any further. So from the 3rd of June until Christmas Day on the 25th of December, nothing justified why I could not see my brother. No legal basis. All I've asked is, what legal basis are you detaining my brother in? Well, how can you deny him access to his family? You know, what was the reason? Nothing. And then on Christmas Day, after I had learned that the care home was so incompetent they couldn't even take my brother to a hospital appointment, after I attended the visit there, now that's giving you the justification now to stop me from visiting my brother, because what I was doing, what exactly? I have a right to see my brother. My brother has a right to see me. There's nothing lawful or legal about what you're doing to my brother. You're holding and detaining him indefinitely in a prison there. And I've clearly told you before, if he was out in the community under my care, there was clearly a cost associated with that, and that was £1 million a week. Now, all of a sudden, because you've taken it to the next level, is criminality. It's £1 million a day now. That's £7 million a week. You do not get to commit crimes and criminality and then hope that will excuse you from any recrimination and any leveling of any accountability. Also, this is that you do failures and incompetences and malevolences, and then in order to cover that up, you do more failures and incompetences and malevolences, and you feel that's justified doing criminality by buying off the judges and the courts and everybody else. Completely ridiculous. It's a lovely sunny day today. How exactly is this in my brother's best interest where you are detaining him? There is no other justification for you to be detaining my brother in the manner that you're doing it, other than in order to save on care costs. I will recently learn that you are, as a local authority, I now got no money, and so therefore you're looking to raise £127 million. Who's going to lend you £127 million with the expectation of it being returned? You've got no expectation of returning any money to anybody. You have you're on the verge of bankruptcy, and you are on the verge of bankruptcy. But luckily for you, the council can always get money from the ratepayers and and central government as grants. All right, so you can get money in order to achieve your objectives, but yet at the same time you're stealing my brother's benefit money. You're denying him access to any kind of funds or support services. You were staging events for me to end my brother's life, as you had previously been staging events for me to terminate my family members' lives, all the way back.
15 seconds recording time remaining.
All the way back until 2014, when I initially told you that, look, my brother's dying, or I've taken a kitchen knife and slit his throat. Do you remember that in 2014 as a local authority? You remember that? You were staging events in order for me to do something, and I never did, and now you did, and now you're fully accountable. I urge you to get in touch with me so I can see my brother before you end up murdering him off.
Recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message sent. Thank you for calling.
So every single day I leave a message, and every single day they just ignore us. They just say, well, no, we don't need to do anything. We've done what we need to do. The criminality is so obvious that they simply refuse to engage with me now because they know they're doing something criminal. And if I am to take legal action against them, all the courts, all the judges, Nick Goodwin, head of the courts and tribunal services now, was complicit in my mother's murder when he was off public guardian prior to 2022. So this is the situation we're facing. The courts and the whole judicial system is corrupt to the core, where they're buying off the judges in order to cover up and maintain a facade to unalive my family members and cause us unnecessary alarm and distress and suffering, all because they can't do their jobs properly, and all because I'm looking to highlight their failures, and so they must desperately try to incriminate me for something. But that doesn't change the fact that they are themselves criminals in positions of authority and power and control, and incompetent and inept in order to do the basic of jobs. They can't even wipe their own bottoms, I bet. They need some help with that. And yet they're using public money to cause harm, alarm and distress and suffering and misery to everybody because they can get away with it because they're a so-called local authority. Idiots.